Hi, Wendy.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Good. How'd you do on the review? Looks like Cheryl's trying to get in.
The review quiz thing that we talked
Yeah.
about. Pretty
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I got question 12 wrong. And I went back to look at it to see if I could figure out. I think I'm trying to make it harder than it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that.
Okay. I got on the last. I worked through all the problems and then I went in.
Yeah.
And took the quiz, and I didn't have the exact numbers, so I don't know. Number 18. I had B, but I didn't have the decimal point, so I got it wrong. I don't know if we got it wrong or if it was just because I didn't put the decimal.
Did you say B or C?
I said C.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's what I did too, because I did the same thing. I worked through all the problems and then I went and took the test. And I didn't notice that on the test it asked for the decimal points.
Okay.
And so then I went back and redid that question and I wrote down the decimal points for it, or the place values. So yeah, I got that one wrong too, but I went back and I did it.
That's what I did. I was like, okay, I'll go back and do it. I'm pretty sure I did it right. I think because of the decimal points missing. So let me invite you. I saw her on there, but then she went off. So
yeah, I don't know why. Like, I'll get your first invite and I'll accept it and everything. And when I like click OK, I'll like abide by the standards or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Then it just like waits there forever, and I'm like, okay. So then for some reason, I don't know why it's doing that now. But.
Yeah. I got one wrong, but I think another one wrong. But I'm pretty sure it's just because I just read it wrong or marked wrong with it. Question 32. The last one. You have there sufficient evidence to conclude that there is a difference in the mean cost of tickets?
So I did number 26. Is that what you're asking?
I think it's number 32.
Oh, yeah. So on the quiz, yeah, it's different numbers. So I did B. There is sufficient evidence to conclude that there is a difference in the cost of tickets purchased 14 days in advance compared to 90 days in advance.
Yeah, that's the one I meant to mark, but I meant sufficient, not. There's no difference. But I figured that was the.
So did you get to watch his review video yet?
Yeah.
Okay. Because in that, I just watched that and I was kind of just taking notes as he was talking. That one slide, that it was talking about the null hypothesis and the alternative hypothesis. How if we fail to reject, it's always insufficient evidence. And if we reject, it's sufficient evidence. Because
Right.
I always had a hard time. I'm like, I don't know.
I know.
So, but so I just was writing that down, and I was like, this is so much easier this way.
Yeah, let me text Cheryl and see if she needs another invite. I can send her another one, but.
Yeah, I kind of have a feeling this test won't be as difficult. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe that's, but because we only have like 5 chapters or 5 lessons this unit instead of 8 lessons, it's just a little less information. And I feel like it's less formulas too. It's a lot of just entering the data into the Excel sheets rather than the lesson before. I felt like we were using a lot of different formulas.
Right. Yeah, I know. I don't feel confident, but then I didn't mark. I got an 80% on the quiz, but I marked that I hadn't participated in that. So that was 2 of the points right there.
Oh, yeah.
So it was like 86.66. And so I was like, I missed 3.
Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And 2 of them were the decimal point one, and one of them was just that one dumb mistake at the end.
Yeah.
I think I'll be okay.
Yeah.
Hey there.
Hi, Cheryl.
Hey, oh, good, you made it in.
I guess I was in a group by myself. I was just like staring at myself for about 10 minutes. I don't know what happened.
All right, we're just kind of talking.
So, you already took the quiz? Is that what you're saying, or the test?
No, I took the group test.
Yeah, the group quiz thing, since we have 2 chances or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Last time he did the review, he said that was probably a good thing to do. Not this review, but the last one. He said when you have a test coming up, to do the quiz by yourself the first time and then do it with your group the second time.
But the question...
I thought it was the lesson 15 in the book.
Yeah, it's the same thing. The quiz is the exact same.
Okay.
They're the exact same questions from the lesson review that are on the quiz, yeah.
Okay.
So.
All right. So did you have any questions, Cheryl?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. All right.
Let's take this quiz, I guess.
Take it.
Oh, you know what? Maybe I do have a question. There's the normal probability applet, and then there was this other one that I don't think we ever. Was it the T applet or something? We maybe used it once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember what was the reason for using that.
I think that was,
and if
we had to enter in the degrees of freedom on that one. I think that's why we had to use that specific applet.
Okay.
But I think what they do is they provide us with everything, like in the beginning of the instructions for the exam, they'll provide us with all of the files and applets that we will need.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So question number 2. We are 90% confident that the true mean heart rate is between 45 and 101.
Yep.
I just put down like A and B and all that, so I hope it's in the same order.
It's not in the same order. on the
Oh
test.
no.
It's okay. We all have our notes in front of us, I
Yeah.
think, so we'll figure it out.
Yeah, they mixed up the answers and then.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so number 3.
Well, okay, so number 2, we're 90% confident that the true mean heart rate is 45 and 105.
Is between, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the second one. Yes?
Mine is on, yeah, it's the second one.
Second,
Lower.
yep.
It starts lower. Question number 3. I have, yes, the distribution of the mean for each sample is normal. The data
Yeah,
has been determined to be.
that's what I put.
Yep.
Okay, for this experiment, I had confidence intervals for the difference of means using independent sampling.
Okay, I remember number 5. She needs to have obtained the balances of 90
Yep.
Right.
bank customers.
And then number 6 was determine the margin of error, and this was different than what was on our.
So the margin of error, so it's the
it's not the confidence.
1.96. Because do you guys remember that little table that if you're figuring out the 90th percent confidence interval, it's like 1.645, and then
Right.
the 95th, it's 1.96. Because then what you do is, to figure that out, you take your sample mean, which is 1,000, and then you subtract 1.96, and then you'll also add 1.96, and then you get your upper and lower bounds.
So it's not asking for the confidence intervals, though. This one's asking for the margin of error.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So it's.
And I put the other thing. Okay, so for the lower one, I had 998.
9.04.
Uh-huh.
Okay, 998.
0.040. We have to do 3 decimal places.
You have to put the O in there too, the 0.
And 0.40.
I don't think you need the 0. If it's a 0, it's not needed. 0. Upper bound.
For the upper one, did you get 1,000?
1.96.
Yeah. Okay, so for question 9.
I think it was the. It was like the 3,000 and something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
38,416.
Yeah. I always forget to square my answer on these ones.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, wait a second. Because the answer I got was like none of those.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? so I always forget to square it.
Oh, this would be the first one. The null is, the mean is equal to 1250, or it's not. The hypothesis, alternative.
I got a different one because they're wondering if the apartments are smaller.
Yeah, I got the less than
so
one.
It's going to be less than.
Oh.
Yeah.
Smaller than advertised. Okay.
Okay, for number 11, we reject the null hypothesis when the level of significance is if the p-value is less than. So the next one, I had yes, it is enough that the data for each apartment building are bell-shaped with no outliers, and the sample variants are nearly equal. Yep.
She committed a type 1 error on this one.
Yes.
And then by reducing the probability of committing a type 1, we increase the probability of committing type 2.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, I wrote this one down.
This is the one that I think I'm making harder than it should be.
So I had to look it up too. So it was that formula to find the
mean that you have, the 1.53 minus what they said was 1.5.
Right.
And then divide it by, and it gives you the standard deviation of divided by 0.17.
Mm-hmm.
My z-score was negative 0.176.
So if you divide it by the square root of 100.
By the 0.17.
Mm-hmm.
So what formula are you guys using?
Okay, so the mean that they found, the mean of 1.53.
Yeah, so that's our sample mean.
So the z-score, yeah. So you subtract that from the mean of 1.5.
And then you divide it by
the standard deviation.
Our standard deviation divided by our sample size. Okay, I just didn't know. No sample size?
No sample size on this one. That's to find the z-score. You don't use the sample size on this one.
Okay.
So you just did 1.3 minus 1.5 divided by 0.17. And what'd you get?
Negative 0.176.
And don't get that.
I got 0.176.
Okay.
Did you do your mean subtract your sample mean rather than your sample mean subtract your mean? Because that would give you a negative if you did it that way.
Oh dear.
So you need to make sure you have the 1.53 before your 1.5.
Okay.
And so that p-value
1.53
is greater than
5.
So that's it. We just do the
7.
we don't do anything with the.
Then you take that and you put that in your normal probability applet.
Okay.
Still greater. Greater.
So if it was greater, then we just shade the right side?
Yeah.
And then what did you guys get?
For the area, 0.4301.
Okay, yep.
And that's still, it's high.
Yeah, that's
It's
greater
than, so we
the alpha.
don't reject the null.
See, that's what I put in my last one, and I got it wrong.
No, I did it different. And I got it right, but I don't know if I'm doing it right. So I rejected.
Where'd my?
Because I did,
So
my formula was 1.53 minus 1.5 over 0.17 divided by the square root of 100.
See, because see, when I took it the first time, I put in fail to reject our null, and I got it wrong. So that's
well, I put reject
why.
null, and I got it right on that one.
So you 1.53.
So when I did my calculation, the way I did it, I got, let me.
I think I did mine.
How did I do that? Now I don't even know how I did it. Eight down 3.
Wendy?
Yeah.
Is that what you got?
What? I lost you guys.
For your equation on number 12, did you get 1.764?
I did 0.3 divided by 0.17 divided by the square root of 100, and I got 0.0161764.
Maybe I'm doing.
I might have done it wrong, so I don't know.
See, I still got 1.76.
And that's the what you put it into the probability?
I think so, because then I got, when I did put that into the probability 1.764, my area is 0.038, which would be less than our 5% level of significance would be, then we would reject.
Yeah. I think my calculations were wrong, but I had the right idea. But
okay.
So we do reject it, and that's what I put.
Yeah.
Right.
I was wondering on that one because I got that one wrong, and I just didn't know why I got it wrong. But okay.
Okay, so no 16.
So you're saying, Wendy, you divided it by the 100. You divided 0 or point. You did 1.53 minus 1.5.
Yeah.
Divided by the 0.17 divided by 100.
Root of 100.
Square root of 100. Yeah.
Okay.
So is that our
But that should be the, I guess,
formula that is, so I make sure I write it down on my notes paper. Oh, that's our students' T distribution. That's the T distribution formula.
Distribution, yeah. Okay, so number 16.
The independent samples.
Yeah. And then for 17, I had dependent samplings. If you select a brother who has to compare his academic achievement to his sister, you must include the sister. And then for the confidence interview, info, I had when, what's the first one?
Yeah.
And
O is unknown.
Yeah.
So confidence interval for mean when sigma is unknown.
Yeah.
I'm still okay. Trying to open up that. Is this the one that says -423 and then 5,417? Oh wait, that's the margin of error.
That's
For the next ones. Is that the right data that I'm at?
No, is that the used hammers LA and New York? We're on the dissolved organic carbon one.
11.168?
Yeah.
For the lower
Oh, wait.
bound.
For the lower
Did you do the
bound.
Okay.
Of that? Question 19 is on margin of error.
What did you get for question 19, Wendy?
I got 2.0245.
So yeah,
I got it right.
It'd be okay, 0.2.0245.
Yeah. So in his little review, that one he just did, he said to find the margin of error. He said to take the upper one minus the lower one and divide by 2.
Okay, yeah.
Because when we do the upper minus the standard deviation, it didn't give me, I got 2.024. But when I did it the way he said to do it in the test review, where you do the upper minus lower and divide by 2, that's where I got the 5 on the end.
Okay. So our lower bound is 11.168.
Yes.
And our upper bound is 15.217.
Yeah. In 22, I had confidence intervals for the difference of means using independent samples.
Yeah.
And then when I took the quiz the first time, I got the notes too long. I didn't have them round. I rounded them up like we did on the.
Yeah. So when I went back and because I did the same thing, I only put the whole number. I didn't do any decimal.
Yeah.
I went back and I got negative 423.238.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Okay, that's what I have written down.
So the upper one is 5417.336. All right. Question 25. ANOVA.
ANOVA.
Yep.
So if this is the right one I've got for the test statistic, it'd be an F, and it's 7.978.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And then the p-value is 0.002.
Okay.
Yep.
this. So there's sufficient evidence to conclude that the mean bone density of at least one of the groups is different from.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So we need the paired. What's the?
Yeah, dependent because it's paired up.
Yeah, dependent. So for T, I got 1.685.
Yeah.
Is that what you got?
Yes. Value 0.096.
And
So for question 26,
perhaps
yeah, there's
we have
sufficient evidence that there is a difference in the cost of tickets.
yeah, sufficient evidence that there is, right?
Awesome.
All righty.
Well, good luck with your guys' tests this weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you. You too.
All right. We'll see you Tuesday.
Yep.
Okay. Bye.
See ya.
Bye.